That's what you should say. Welcome to our Netflix special. Except we're not on Netflix. We're just off Netflix. Yeah. Like off Broadway.
We're on Shitflix.
Shitflix.
Welcome to Shitflix. G'day guys, I'm Jason from Big Shed.
And I'm Craig.
And welcome to Behind the Brews, where we're going to talk about all manner of things that not just beer related. It could be anything to do with the scene. So let's kick this off with a cheers.
Well, look, you guys have made it this far, so thank you so much for joining us. This is possibly our first and only crack at this sort of thing. We are going to talk beer, banter, and shit generally. Let's get this party started.
So, if anyone's kept an eye on what's going on in Brews news, obviously Broo pops up, B-R-O-O, for those paying attention at home.
Pronounced clusterfuck, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, Broo basically has been an ongoing saga, and I think everybody is now just waiting for the eventual punchline.
I declare bankruptcy!
But now, yeah, losses after losses after losses, contract deals with CUB. Now at the point where they're selling $29.99 cartons. So I know the race to the bottom is a thing in the industry, but geez, that's subterranean. You need to be a mole man to get to that price.
Behold the Underminer!
Broo, the name Broo with the kangaroos and all that shit. They're custom made for some bullshit fucking export that you can make a truck ton on.
On that, they did have a bullshit export deal, which then fell through. Anyway, so if anyone out there has actually seen Broo on the shelf somewhere and actually bought some, let us know.
We should play a game. Where's Brooy? Instead of Where's Wally? We should do that.
Broo, where's Wally?
Yeah.
Where's that damn kangaroo?
Yeah, where is that Roo? It is, like you say, it's a risk. Like you start running to the bottom like that, there is a flaw.
How do you come back?
Yeah, exactly right. How do you? I have no idea. And my question is, and this is what I talk to, anyone, mates of mine and stuff. Sadly, I have super dry drinking mates, which is something I don't like to admit.
There's more carbs in coffee.
But
give that up.
I forgot what I was going to say now. Totally lost my train of thought on that whole vibe. When I felt bad for my super dry drinking friends. There it is. No, there it is. I found it. Shut up. I found it. If you see steak for $2 a kilo, like that's not cheap steak. There's something wrong with that. So if you're buying a carton of beer for $30, like what's in it?
I wouldn't feed my dog a $2 steak. So
exactly right. Discount seafood, discount beer. It's the same. Don't touch it. It's a dog and pony show.
Maybe, we should set up a brewery called Dog and Pony and put it on the stock exchange. You'd buy it, surely.
How do they make it with actual kangaroos in it? Roadkill ale.
Skippy the bush kangaroo.
Anyway, we'll drink to that, eh?
Right, so what I don't understand is how a publicly listed company on the ASX can keep asking for money when there's no proof of actual product being sold. Hey, look, my bank balance says I've got money in it. That's great. Where's that money come from?
Here's the fucking money, shithead!
It's down there somewhere. Let me take another look.
It's a pyramid scheme, and what we should do is we should make our own damn pyramids because the Egyptians are onto something.
They paid their slaves in beer.
All my staff would be happy to work for beer.
FBI, open up!
Maybe, and some money.
And some money. And cash, also cash. That's how capitalism works.
Yeah, that's right.
Jesus Christ. Mismatch recently sold out their business to
Part of the Adelaide Hills Group.
Founders First, Mighty Craft.
Mm-hmm.
Their second batch of beer ever made was done with us down at Brownwood Street. And
Archie's Red Ale.
Archie's Red Ale is a fucking cracking red ale too. But the guys, they actually came in and helped us set up the brewery.
We had a contract with them. They didn't have to brew with us if we didn't materialise the brewery. So to show their mettle, they actually turned up and they actually helped us paint walls, cut holes in concrete. And so, essentially for the first year and a half, 18 months, 2 years even, Ewan was essentially like one of our employees, but being paid by somebody else. So it was brilliant.
Some craft beer people get really uptight if people sell their business to other people. They feel like a sense of betrayal or whatever.
It's like people only do things because they get paid. And that's just really sad.
But let me tell you, starting a craft brewery is hard. And if these guys have got their payout they wanted, I could not be happier for them.
This man is 25.
That's right. And female.
What did he say?
It's going to be an interesting landscape Australia-wide for things like this, with Mighty Craft going on the offensive and buying a few brands up.
What's interesting about it, is that the fact that it's independent.
Yes,
Right?
correct.
So it's not like before this, it was Lion and CUB and then Asahi
absolutely.
buying all the little guys up. But you got Stone and Wood doing it. You got Mighty Craft doing it. So you've got that next tier now.
There's roll-ups. There's brands that are being rolled into other brands to create an efficiency, which, let's be honest, as a small brewer, you don't have efficiency.
So if Coopers, if you're listening, let's talk.
We like hops.
What are those? Oh, these are hops. What, no? Can you smoke them? No, you make beer with
Hey, Xander, grab your pipe. Let's smoke this beer.
You don't smoke the beer. You drink it.
Sellout's not a bad word. I sort of hate that reference. At the end of the day, if you sell your house, you're not a sellout. If you sell your car and make money, you're not a sellout. So I don't think anyone should level that against a brewer or anybody else for that matter. If you make money during a transaction.
Yeah, if you like I said, setting up a craft brewery is hard. But yeah, it's a mismatch.
Well done, Mismatch.
Don't leave me hanging. Piece of shit. It's better.
And get on the beers.
Let's talk about COVID. If anyone who hasn't heard, there's a virus going about.
It's rather insidious.
It's insidious. There's a big word.
It's
for
a
you.
good word, isn't it?
Go, eh?
I can't spell it.
1-300-65506.
COVID, it's obviously upended so many things. It baffles the mind. We, as a business, we struggle to come up with a plan because we don't know 1 minute to the next what's going to change. I've never spent more time trolling Stephen Marshall's Facebook page for a live video than I've ever done in my life. As good a looking man as he is, I could be less interested in what he has to say, but I have to listen to it at the moment.
You shouldn't know the name of your premier. If you know their name, something's gone wrong.
What I would say, we don't make the rules. Like, we're in this with you. When the first outbreak happened and we got locked down, one of the true pleasures that Jason and I got was able to deliver pizza 6 nights a week and be able to share a little bit of the shed with you guys. It meant the world to us. And I think for the most part, people enjoyed that interaction as well. So to get that sort of sense of normalcy back in a crazy world.
Never before have I been so thrilled to deliver a pizza, 20 years of IT, 7 years of starting a business, and here I am delivering pizzas.
Yeah. And if I could say anything to criticize, the pizza delivery service of the world is like, Pornhub has got a lot to answer for. There's nothing like that.
Nothing ever happened like that.
Fucking absolute bullshit.
Pizza time.
But aside from that,
I had to assault myself.
aside from the lack of shenanigans of a sexual nature, it was really good, right? And someone who's watched the presser, they'll come and go, oh no, I can do this and I can do that. Well, no, actually, mate, you can't. But that's what they said. Yeah. But that's what it now says.
Because now it's in print, it's different.
Yeah, absolutely. And it changes once you put it into legalese, it gets changed somewhat. Most people are good. Occasionally, though, we'll get some guy like, I'm allowed to stand up and have a beer. I'm like, no, you can't, mate. Yes, I can. No, you can't, because it's a Wednesday and we can only stand up and drink on a Thursday between 2 and 4. This is the thing. Like, for us,
this isn't happy hour. This is sit down hour.
Yeah, for us, man. Like the lack of clarity and consistency in the rules is where we get our frustration. Because you guys get frustrated too, and we feel that.
The other thing is too, like, the 29 minute, you can have a haircut as long as it's not more than 29 minutes. Why discriminate against me?
It's not that noticeable.
But it just makes it hard when the rules seem to be consistent to the general public. If you can't explain it in 2 or 3 sentences, then we've got an overly complex way to go about it, because people, especially now in this weird time where everything does seem to change on the daily, we need clarity.
Cheers to people. You're the worst type of people some days.
Carbon sinks. We've got about 30 seconds of content there.
You got a lot of content.
You've got so much padding. There's going to be so much kissing on the couch before that.
45 minutes of outtakes.
Cheers, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This has been a lot of fun, but you can only do this so many times at 10 o'clock on a Wednesday.
And it's Tuesday.